All right, today we are diving into one of the absolute giants in the world of digital collaboration, Microsoft Teams. So what is it exactly? How does it actually work? And probably the most important question, is it the right tool for your team? Let's get into it.
But before we do, let's just start with a feeling I bet you know all too well. Does your digital workday feel, well, a little chaotic? Are you constantly hopping between a million different apps just to get a simple task done?
Yeah, I thought so. You've got those never-ending email chains for one project, a totally separate app for quick chats, another for your video calls, and oh my gosh, don't even get me started on trying to find the latest version of that one document. It's a total digital maze, and frankly, it's exhausting.
So how do we escape this maze? Well, here's the plan for today. We're going to start by really looking at that digital maze. Then, we'll break down exactly what Microsoft Teams is. After that, we'll peek inside its structure, check out all the tools it has, and then we'll wrap it all up by helping you figure out if Teams is the right fit for you.
Okay, first things first, let's really tackle this problem head-on, the digital workspace maze. This is all about the why. Why we're even talking about this, and why we desperately need a better way to work together. The real issue here is just everything is scattered. Your information is everywhere. But imagine this, instead of constantly juggling all those different tools, what if there's one central place that brought it all together?
And that, my friends, brings us right to our next section. What is Microsoft Teams? This is basically Microsoft's big answer to all that digital chaos. They call it the all-in-one collaboration hub. So, at its very core, Microsoft Teams is a platform built to pull all the key parts of teamwork into one single spot. We're talking chat, video meetings, sharing files, and even plugging in the other apps you're already using. It's all supposed to live inside this one workspace.
So who's this really for? Well, it's for a whole bunch of different groups. You see it everywhere. In big businesses that need solid security, it's also become absolutely massive in schools and universities for online classes. For remote and hybrid teams, it's pretty much a lifeline. But here's the real key. It's most powerful for any group that's already using Microsoft 365.
Okay, so how does it keep all this stuff organized? That leads us straight into Section 3, inside a team. To really get it, you've got to understand the structure. And the best way to think about it is like a digital office building.
At the very top level, you've got the team. This is your whole group of people, like an entire department or a big project. So, in our little analogy, the team is the whole office building, say the IT department building.
Now, inside that building, you've got different rooms and floors for different things, right? In Teams, those are called channels. This is where you organize all your conversations and files about a specific topic. So inside the IT department team, you might have a projects channel and a totally separate support channel. It just keeps things from getting messy. And finally, we have chat. This is for all your private one-on-one messages or small group talks that don't need to be broadcast in a main channel. Think of it like pulling a coworker aside in the hallway for a quick, private chat away from all the big meeting rooms. It's just direct, simple communication. All right, now that we've got the layout of the building, let's look at all the cool tools inside. This next section is all about your all-in-one toolkit, basically what you can actually do in Teams. First and foremost, Teams is an absolute powerhouse for meetings. You can do simple one-on-one video calls or host these huge group meetings. And yeah, it's got all the stuff you'd expect, sharing your screen, recording the meeting for anyone who missed it, and of course, plenty of virtual backgrounds.
And here's a perfect way to picture it in the real world. Think about a company holding its big monthly all-staff meeting. With Teams, people can join in from different cities, different offices, their home, wherever, and it all feels like they're in the same room.
Okay, next up, file sharing and collaboration. And this is where that deep Microsoft 365 integration really starts to shine. Because Teams is built on top of things like OneDrive and SharePoint, you can literally edit documents in real time, right there inside the app. Seriously, no more emailing version 4, version 5, final version, final version back and forth. And this is just so powerful. Imagine being in a meeting, and instead of just talking about what needs to change in a report, several of you can just open up that same Word doc and make the edits live, right then and there together. That's a huge game changer for getting things done.
But here's the thing. Teams isn't just a walled garden of Microsoft apps. It's really designed to be your central command. Of course, you can plug in Microsoft tools like Planner or OneNote, but you can also integrate a ton of other popular apps like Trello, Zoom, or even GitHub. You just add them as a tab inside one of your channels, and boom, it's all there in one window.
So, with all these features and integrations, we finally get to the big question. Is Teams actually the right tool for you? In our last section here, we're going to take a really balanced look to help you figure that out.
Okay, on the plus side, its biggest win is being that all-in-one platform. That deep hook into Microsoft 365 is a massive advantage. It's got top-notch security, and it was pretty much made for the world of remote and hybrid work. Now, on the flip side, all those features can make it feel a bit complex and overwhelming for new users, and it definitely works best if you're already living in that Microsoft world. Plus, it can be a little heavy on older, less powerful computers.
So, how does it really stack up against the competition? Well, Teams really shines in big corporate and educational settings where all that structure and security is super important. On the other hand, Slack is often loved for its super fast and informal team messaging. Zoom is still kind of the king for huge webinars, and Google Meet is fantastic when you just need a simple, no-fuss video call. They each have their own sweet spot.
So what's the bottom line? Well, Microsoft Teams is an incredibly powerful hub for any organization that needs structured teamwork, is already deep in the Microsoft ecosystem, and absolutely needs that enterprise-level security. When it works, its whole purpose is to bring a sense of order to the digital chaos.
And that really leaves us with a bigger, more interesting question to chew on. As these platforms try to pack everything into a single app, is having one app to rule them all really the future of how we're going to work? It's definitely something to think about.